this is it, our last game of this episode. Ice Climber, the second of two games released in January 1985. Already the Famicom is a year and a half old. This was once again a US launch title and a game that a lot of people fondly remember. It's better than Clu Clu Land, I guess. So the plot, a condor has stolen your vegetables, and you, Popo the Eskimo, need to climb a series of mountains and get the veggies back. Now, why would a bird be stealing eggplants? And seriously, is Popo farming eggplants up there at the North Pole? This game makes no sense. Well, armed with only a hammer, Poco must club his way through an army of dangerous seals. Wait a second, you say, you club seals in this game? Well, only in the Japanese version. In the US version, the seals were replaced by these mutant sheep, which are supposed to be midget yeti or something. Since the hunting of things like seals, whales, and dolphins is not really considered to be cool in this country. Right, so you jump with one button and swing the hammer with the other. One issue pops up very quickly, the jumping. Popo can jump up pretty high, but doesn't move much horizontally. Need to have like a bit of a running jump when moving from platform to platform. Even worse, the edges of the platform are impossible to land on. You will fall right through them. I don't know if this was like a programming glitch or an intentional decision, but it gets tiring real quick. When I see Popo falling right through a solid platform over and over, it really angries up the blood. The bonus part of each level is a chance to earn some extra points. Collect vegetables, make your way to the top of the mountain, and grab the condor. You will then get a winner bonus. Hooray! Please note this was developed by Nintendo Research and Development 2, headed by Gunpei Yokoi. These are the same guys who made Kid Icarus. I guess someone over there has some sort of thing for eggplants. Now each of the 32 levels gets progressively trickier, with the usual moving platforms, conveyor belts, and so on. Deadly drops of ice will form on the ceiling and kill you when they fall. Same idea was reused in Zelda 2. I think Ice Climber would be a lot more fun for me if it were easier to land a jump. Of course, it's really not fair to criticize any sort of pre-Super Mario platforming games for not having Super Mario-style controls. In 1984, I suppose this game controlled pretty well. One other thing, what about the polar bear? The cover art shows a polar bear in sunglasses and a red Speedo. In fact, the crazy cover art makes it look sort of like Santa Claus is gonna whack a polar bear in the nuts with a wooden mallet. Now that's a good concept for a game, but in Ice Climber the bear appears only when you linger on one level for too long. Do that and he'll casually walk out and jump, and lower everything by one level. If you're on the bottom level when he does this, you die. This sort of puts an invisible time limit on each level. Well, despite its flaws, Ice Climber is a pretty good little game, so we're going to finish up episode 2 on a relatively positive note. Well, we've now reached the beginning of 1985, which will be a huge banner year for Nintendo. Consider this, 9 games were released in 1983, then 19 in 1984, and then in 1985 a huge jump to 68, all thanks to more publishers coming on board. Episode 3 will cover up to June 1985 and see 4 more publishers join the party, including 2 successful arcade manufacturers. Well, see you then.